Welcome again. This is our third time recording because of my crappy laptop. And then the dog. That's what, Dante?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is episode 2. It's Emma and I, Travis. We're gonna go over a few things. We're gonna go over June, what's going on there, and then our various projects, and then the investigations we have coming up, we have one coming up this weekend, actually. So first, June. What the heck is going on in June?
We've got a busy month for June. We have the Uncle George event at the Leduc Estate in Hastings, Minnesota. That will be June 14th from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m.
That's Mia.
We will be doing a short presentation of the film, and then we will be showing the film, which is about 50 minutes long. Following that will be a Q&A with the North Star team members. The Dakota County Historical Society is hosting the event in the parlor room at the Leduc Estate. This is where George had spent several years of his life after coming north after the war, and he was an employee of General William Leduc. He lived in a carriage barn. So the proceeds of this event, the tickets are $10, and the proceeds will be going to expanding George's exhibit in the carriage barn.
Mm-hmm.
The tickets are $10, and they can be purchased at Dakota County History.org, I believe it is. We'll put it in the comments or in the description, but seating is limited, so be sure to purchase tickets as soon as possible before those fill up.
Mm-hmm.
And with that event, we will be bringing along Chloe Daniels' headstone with us. The team has went and ordered a headstone for Chloe. We filmed that being made, and we will be picking it up next week. We will bring it with us to the Leduc event so that everyone can kind of see what George's headstone looks like, because we did have it matched to George's. And then we will be bringing it with us to White, South Dakota, June 21st. We will be out there the 21st and 22nd. We're going to be just going around George's old stomping grounds. We'll see where he lived, where his farm was, the Afton Schoolhouse that he was the school clerk for. We will be at the White Historical Society. We will be placing Chloe's headstone, planting some flowers, and cleaning off George's headstone. And then Saturday, June 22nd, we will be at the Red Barn Theater in Hendricks, Minnesota. It's right on the border of South Dakota and Minnesota. And we will be sharing the film there for the event for White. Once we complete these events, the film will be available on our YouTube page. The purpose of the events was to help kind of give back to the historical societies that associated with George. So the proceeds from the event in Hastings will go towards George's exhibit, and the proceeds from the South Dakota event will be going towards updates to the schoolhouse that he was a clerk at. So once those events are completed, we will be sharing the film on our YouTube page for everyone to see. We are currently starting to put together a second or a sequel to Uncle George. It's untitled as of now. but that will basically be kind of the project aftermath of everything we're doing for this documentary. So we'll be sharing us at the events, the different people that we meet, the descendants that we meet, the connections that are being made between everybody in the community who's helped with the George Project, the process of Chloe's headstone being made, where we are out in South Dakota, showing where the farm was, showing the schoolhouse, the historical society, and connecting with everybody who, has been a huge support to us, and getting a more personal approach to who everyone is and what they've done for the film and how they've, contributed. So it'll be it'll be a lot more personal, and it will really highlight just the large amounts of people who have come together to continue to share George's story.
Yeah.
So that is something that we'll be kind of filming and working on as we are going along with the events. And once that's complete, we'll then share that. So it'll be very different from the Uncle George doc itself, being that it's historical in a timeline of his life. It'll definitely give you perspective, and
Maybe a little bit
just kind of
behind the
introduce you
scenes.
to everybody.
It'll be kind of behind the scenes, what went on during.
Yep.
And the stuff after. That's exciting, and I'm very excited for that. I'm excited to see I want people to enjoy the movie. I want them to learn. I want them to know more about George, and maybe kind of I just want next week to be here already. It feels like a dream, and
Yeah.
it's not real until we're standing there and presenting the movie and doing a Q&A after.
Yeah. Yeah, and we just sent out the DVDs to South Dakota so that the Historical Society out there in the Red Barn Theater can preview it. But we've also sent a couple copies out to friends in the field who have been really supportive of this journey that we're on with George, and really advocate for us the importance of what we're doing, and continuing to share and get George's name out there, because this isn't necessarily about us. This is about George, and we want to share his story so that others can learn of his life. So I really thank, all of our friends, in the field. Even though this isn't a paranormal documentary, our paranormal friends have been so supportive, and I couldn't thank them enough for all of their support and hard work to help spread the word.
We are very blessed to have them as friends.
Yeah.
The next couple projects we have, the title of the next one, which will probably be out before the Uncle George sequel or second part, would be this next one will be called Beautiful Death, and that's about the history of death and what else?
It's going to cover quite a few things. It'll be very historical, but it's also going to be paranormal related. We just started filming for that, and we've been discussing it for quite some time. So we have lots of ideas of what we want to do in order to make this educational film for everyone, but also paranormal investigators. So we're definitely taking steps to look for very creative ways in order for us as a field in the paranormal field, to be educated on historical events and different things associated to death, the funeral industry, as well as cemeteries and paranormal. So it's going to be a really fun project to work on for an educational standpoint, but also being that it's paranormal related, we have a couple things that we're going to be doing as far as investigations that we are really excited about, especially with summer, because we've been cooped up, editing Uncle George. So we're eager to get out and do some exploring, but really take advantage of the nice weather and being able to go out and connect with some more people in an alternative way, really, because this is Mia thinks so too.
Mia's kind of the boss.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun project. We settled on the title, Beautiful Death, and it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited to share the different things that we do throughout the summer, so that as a community, as a paranormal community, we can learn together as well. So that is kind of our next project that we're working on. And then we've been working on another documentary for about 6 months now. We haven't really announced what it is. We are collaborating with Ileata Kenley and Jason Faust. They are paranormal investigators from Nebraska, and we'll leave their information. They're incredible people. They are phenomenal investigators. Ileata is so funny. I love her. And I always say, she's like a mentor to me. I really admire her, and she's such a wonderful researcher that me and her are two peas in a pod. And we get teased a lot because we go back and forth with everything we find and we connect a lot of dots, but I really, really do admire her work, and she is such a lovely person. And Jason Faust, he is an amazing guy. I love him. He is so funny. He's a really good friend to us and very supportive of everything that we're doing. And he's a huge advocate for the history and things. And that's what we love. We love learning and educating ourselves to educate others. So he's been so supportive and helping us, spread the word on things. And he's a creative mind himself. So his ideas and the way he conducts himself and his investigations, I really admire him. And I really recommend, following them on Facebook. Ileata Kenley has a professional page on Facebook. She's an author and a part of Synergy Paranormal in Nebraska. And then Jason Faust is the leader of Heartland Paranormal in Nebraska. So we'll definitely provide you guys with the information to follow them. And so the collaboration, I'll get back to that. We are working on a documentary that is on Ileata Kenley's book, To Pay the Piper. Her book is based on Edward Piper's life and his connections to unsolved axe murders around the states. And one of them happens to be the Villisca axe murder. That is the Moore and Stillinger murders. down in Villisca, Iowa, and she's also made the connection to Melbourne Manor in Melbourne, Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave it at that because I don't want to give too much information away. I would really love for you guys to pick up the book and read the book. It was eye-opening. I followed the Villisca X murder case, as long as I can remember. And after reading her book, I received it on Christmas Day. I read it in 3 hours. Everything I knew about Villisca, I threw out the window. This really opened my eyes, and it was a whole new world. I really encourage, if you are interested in Villisca, it's a famous location as far as history in unsolved crime, but also in the paranormal community.
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend, reading this book. She did an incredible job. The research is so well done. There's so many connections, and her theory is very credible. Um, so this project that we're working on is associated to her book that, North Star, Jason, and Ileata were all kind of building on her story to share the further research that she's also found, but evidence that we can find as far as paranormal, that can help discover if EB is the murderer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll leave it at that. I highly recommend the book. It can be found on Amazon.
Yeah.
She also wrote another book called My Haunted Journal in Nebraska. She's sending that one to me currently, so I'm excited to receive that one because she's been telling me about it, and I'm itching to read it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good
great
read.
books. Yeah, we'll definitely give you guys the information to purchase those. It's very affordable. It was $10 for the book, and after I read it, I bought 3 more copies so that the team could read it. And it was we need to do something because this is just mind blowing. So
Oh yeah,
definitely
definitely.
recommend.
Um. Yeah,
As far
a
as
lot
big
going on.
projects, those are the only 2 that we're currently working on. We have other stuff too, but these are big.
Ongoing. Um. Yeah, as you can hear, it's a busy, 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 busy summer. Busy summer. Um.
So you should. Why don't you share with us what we're doing this weekend?
Uh. I learned about it yesterday that I'm going, but this weekend we'll be joining NOPS, Northern OuterRealm Paranormal Society. It's a mouthful. NOPS for short. We'll be going with Pat, Amanda, Diana, and Tony. We'll be joining them to go in. We're going to Summerwind Mansion in Wisconsin. It's it's like a bucket list for Emma, and I haven't really heard much about it, but I know enough to where it's kind of on Indian grounds, like Ojibwe grounds, and I am somewhat Ojibwe. Somewhere in my blood, if you test it, there's probably some Indian in there. I don't know. Native American. Uh, so I'm hoping to learn some language. I don't know much, but I want to learn some simple stuff for up there, and I'm really excited to go. Not too excited about the weather because I don't really like the summer. It's too hot. Too hot for me. I like to stay inside and in the cold. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We'll be leaving Friday, which I need to move around some stuff for that. But going Friday and then coming home Sunday. Um,
Yep. There's gonna be an event out there hosted by Fox Valley, and Fox Valley runs the Summerwind grounds. So NOPS is helping with that event, and they had asked us if we would like to go along. So we're going along as guests with them. And Summerwind is a bucket list location for me. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to go, but it will also be a really fun trip. I mean, it's way up in northern Wisconsin, but it's beautiful up there as far as just the area. So I'm looking forward to the drive. I'm looking forward to the conversations and getting to meet new people as well as the investigation. So we'll definitely be live streaming when deemed appropriate, and sharing what we can while we're there. So definitely keep an eye on North Star's page for that. But yeah, you can follow Northern Outer Realm Paranormal Society. They're on Facebook. Great people. I love investigating with them. Diana, she is so funny. And she's my neighbor. I love it. She is just so funny.
Yeah, she just live down the street, pretty much.
Yeah, we're really close. We're just like 2 blocks away. But Diana is so funny. Amanda is so funny. I love investigating with them. They're up to new things. They want to, try, and they make investigating fun. And Pat, he's a great guy. I've known him for years. That's how we all kind of connected. I had met Pat, and it was like a year later, I think our teams got introduced, and it was a good time. So ever since, we've all been, when we have investigations open for a few of us to go, we collaborate with each other, and it's always been fun.
Yep, it sure is. So, do you have anything else? This one's not that long, but we've already done this twice, so I kind of want to get it done so it doesn't freeze again and crash my computer.
Yeah, June's busy for us, but I think that with all the things that we have going on, it's a lot. And there's going to be a lot of posts and us sharing different things, and it's going to be really a good time. I'm actually really looking forward to July because it will slow down. We have investigations for July, but we'll save that for the July update.
All right, well, I guess we'll sign off with that. I really don't know how to end these. I don't even remember what we did last time. I think we just went like just gibberish. Well, take care. And sounds like Emma's Facebook is blowing up, so I'm sure she needs to get back to those people. And then Dante wants some attention.
Yeah, Mia's making a mess, and Dante's barking because Monty won't let him through. It's always crazy at my house.
Goodbye, everybody. Oh, no, we said, what did we say? We said,
stay spooky, my friend. That's what Jason Faust says, and I love it.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Spooky.